Welcome back yet again to Bullshit Creepypasta Storytime, the segment where, I thought throughout the rest of the year I hadn't really been doing a lot of these, so I figured let's really make up for it in the month where it matters, Spooky Finger Puppet Ghost Month. That's someone's favorite month of the year. Someone told me that, so I'm gonna believe it. And today, I'm hoping I don't let them or you down with this terrifying little story. Today we'll be going through the story of It Wasn't Lavender Town. A Lavender Town story. That's original. You know about Lavender Town? What? I've never heard of. Who are you? But you know that the town's sorrowful music can tear or tear out of the game, enter you through the ears, consume your head. It's a song. I do not think it can do that part. And leave you screaming for the end. Well, if I don't have a head, how am I going to be screaming for the end? And to stop the pain, stop the wailing of the dead that never end, little dash, screaming, until you find a way to silence it. But what about the head? If I don't have a head, how... What? But I'm going to tell you a story. Oh, so that... So what was that part? But I'm going to tell you a story. If you wish to aid yourself in setting the stage, go ahead and open a new tab and bring up that music. Indulge yourself in its 8-bit horror. Just don't go away. Don't leave. Look, you can't put a jump scare in text, so I'm not afraid of you. Also, I'm not putting the song on. In fact, just to be a douche, I'm going to have a completely different song that's not appropriate playing. So there. And or the happy version from Gold and Silver. That's a bop. But because I found the truly terrifying secret of the ghost town. It's full of ghosts. That's the secret. Any innocent Pokemon fan, though, playing through red or blue, or if they live in Japan, green, or red, or blue, or yellow, could have figured it out. But they, they didn't live to bring the haunted truth to justice. You know, all those haunted cops. Ghost detectives. Yu Yu Hakusho. It's the best anime. I know I might be next, though, but I have to do this for the good of you all. To save lives, even. I'm a self-insert hero. As I said, any innocent Pokemon fan, whether they're young or veteran. Those are the two age groups. The veterans range from that fucking, 18 to 276. Setting out on their first journey, or revisiting the franchise's roots. Gen 1ers. Any one of them, boom, could have done it. We'll never know if they did, though, will we? Question mark? Let's begin. That wasn't the beginning of the story? Said innocent fan has just made it through the rock tunnel. Their team beaten and battered, anxious for rest. They crawl to Lavender Town, and before they can shudder at the sounds that echo through the barren valley town, they drag themselves to the friendly, familiar Pokemon Center. Its own cheery music offers a sanction. It's great how all these towns have musical soundtracks that play when you walk into them. It's a nice touch. But its own cheery music to sanction to the sane, temporarily, that is, period. When they inevitably leave, they offer their ears and therefore lives to the spirit of lavender. Not the color purple. What are we gonna do? And there it stands, nestled away in plain sight. It grins, knowing that soon its hungry growling voices will be fed by the tender souls of the pure, and its watchful eyes observe, and starving gray faces swoop almost too close as the victim is unknowingly warned by a young child. That white hand on your shoulder, I'm just imagining it. But no, you mustn't leave, it beckons. The boy, blissfully ignorant, leaves the quiet town, and the anxious specters, spelled incorrectly, sink back into their solitude in depression. But they know, inevitably, irrevocably, that their prey shall return. They didn't do the side quest in the Pokemon Tower. They have to come back here. Because, and also they gotta get the self-scope. They're gonna be back here. They gotta come back. And they smile, full of malicious, sadistic hunger. Cubone. And soon they can feel the return of the trainer's innocent presence. Yes, yes. The boy moves closer, closer, upon the maw of the secret, the wailing chorus of the town's song rising in a crescendo as the unknowing Pokemon fan steps inside. Isn't he a Pokemon trainer? like outside the Game Boy, maybe they're a fan. Inside the universe, they're just a normal person who's never gone to school before. And they begin their song, shrieking like the brutal death of a banshee. I'm not sure, but what Pokemon is that? What's the reference for this universe? A lost soul waiting for its pitiful death. Well, you don't have to be mean. It gets louder and louder, and it never stops its song. It continues until the screeching worms its way inside of you and hooks painfully into your brain and begins leeching off your life. The high-pitched chorus gives a wicked grin. Their prey has no escape now. Next thing you know, you're listening to Smash Mouth, the clueless child, or even seasoned Pokemon fan, veteran adult person, still doesn't know. They doesn't understand. I'm starting to get weak. I'm halfway through this stupid place, and for some reason, I'm not getting attacked by any wild Pokemon. I swear, my character is walking progressively slower. They're old. They're aging. The music is starting to get louder, even though the Game Boy is limited. It's beginning to give me a headache, and I would turn it down. That doesn't make sense, though. But it makes me feel so twisted and vicious, and for some reason, I don't mind. I'm a weirdo. A huge shiver racks my spine, and I shake from it, because a spinal shiver will do that. I'm starting to feel chilly. My shadow, it's getting longer. What does that mean? The ghosts, the haunted inhabitants of this horrible place begin their drain. If they're lucky, their victim will be gone before they understand. Sometimes they do understand. Oh no, sometimes it all clicks. But they're already too far gone, and their last anguished thoughts give the spirits a hearty meal. Makes sense. Never has one finally uncovered the secret before they were truly doomed. I don't know. I made it through that part of the game fine multiple times, so I don't know what your problem is. But my side hurts. That's unrelated to the story. That just really hurts. And it's getting hard to breathe. It looks like my character is moving at the normal pace again. So the pain's worth it now that I think about it. And that I'm the one that's slowed down. Alright? I feel a cold draft and shudder again. Shut the window. I sense a dark grin staring at me. Alright, you can't stare at someone with teeth. I mean, you can try. Maybe I have the wrong attitude, but good luck, I guess. The music keeps playing even as I battle these poor channelers. I thought you said there weren't... Oh, I guess they said no wild Pokemon. Okay, I'll let you have to look this time. You fool. It's all I can hear. By now, I knew something was wrong, but I felt a nagging in my brain that told me to ignore it. Don't think about logic, just keep moving forward. Since that was the easier solution. Just turn off your brain, do stupid stuff, your main character, go do stuff. I continued on. The ghost's wicked laughter makes up the chorus. I don't like this song. The singing of dying banshees. Yeah, this is a sucky song. The screams... The screams of the dead Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon is the Banshee. Their wrath, their vengeance, their Batman. Their misery poured out into one awful serenade with one message to join them in death. I reached the final floor. Still no wild Pokemon. Thinking back, somehow, I'm shocked I never saw it before. Those who had died, they were all in Lavender Town. They were trying to leave. They were zombies. They were trying to get out of the real culprit's grasp, but they never made it. Well, I mean, they would have been zombies again, so that, for the best, honestly. But I stood on the final floor of the Pokemon Tower, alone, in my room, and in the dark. Now we're third person, suddenly, after being first. Whatever. It's past midnight in real world land. My head is pulsing with pain. Also, how are you seeing the screen? Is your light... Wait, yeah, you're in the dark. You're playing this on the Game Boy, I presume. How does it doesn't have a backlit screen? This whole story's falling apart. I wanted to go take some pills for the headache, or just in general, but that would mean leaving my tiny, safe sanctuary. I can't open that door. My tiny, safe sanctuary. So I pulled my blanket closer and tighter around me. It's not that scary. Turn on a light. Trying to get warm. And I'm quivering almost too bad to press the buttons on my Game Boy SP. Okay, well, there you go. Once again, you've outthought me with your backlit screen. It's still getting louder, though. Not break your eardrums loud, but, definitely piss off the other people in the other room loud. But also in the loud in the sense that I heard no. I felt the music coming from everywhere, mainly from the Game Boy, but also everywhere. There were low, deep whispers coming from it, and it went pale in fear. Oh, I'm sorry, I wish it would have been it. That would have been great. But I make my way through the simple maze on the floor, and I reach the staircase. It's too much. I'm so dizzy, and I didn't notice it until now. I'm not just shaking from the cold. I'm shaking from the pain this place is putting me in. In real life, or what? I'm mired in the pure depression of its song, the screaming, wailing melody. It won't stop, and I don't think I'll try and make it because I'm too weak. Go make some toast or something. Why? Why am I so weak? Eat a sandwich. The hunger... Wait. The hungry evil spirits laugh, cackle, and crow too loud. Taunting, teasing, belittling. They are loyal servants of the tower. They love the tower. This is the second tower this month. My God. Always stripping their victims of sanity to feed their entity and rhyming on their new EP. The soul of the Pokemon Tower. It was the Pokemon Tower. Yes, and I know, my game suddenly freezes. I can't move anywhere, but the tower's music continues perfectly. From everywhere around me, I curl into a ball, shaking and crying, pleading for the end, begging for the insanity to stop. The whispers grow to rumbling, and I can almost make out the words. I can't think right. Everything is getting foggy and murky, and I screw my eyes shut. Literally, because owies. like, ow. And there they are, they're killing me, and everything has become cold, black, the sound rising until it's the only thing I comprehend. It wasn't Lavender Town, it wasn't Lavender Town, it wasn't Lavender Town. And then the story just kind of ends. As much as the story wanted to say it, I think it was Lavender Town. And the tower that was in it, but, the town is guilty by association, I think. Still, we may never know. Because I'm not going to do research into it. Until next time, though. This has been Bullshit Creepypasta Storytime. Thank you for watching. What the... Is that It can't be. And Slate? Hello, everyone, and welcome back to End Slate number 4 of the month. If you hear any meowing in this, it's just because one of my cats is very talkative, and the walls are thin. I hope you enjoyed the new video. That's like the 4th time I've said that this month, and I'll be saying it again next week, so, happy Halloween. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to like it, or subscribe, or leave a comment, that'd be greatly appreciated. I have other social media stuff. I'm sorry, I don't feel good. I have other social media stuff, though, like a Twitter, where I post bullshit, and a Facebook that I remember I have sometimes, and a YouTube, which is this site, and a Twitch, where I stream, and a Patreon, where people help me, and I don't know why. Because I hate myself, and I'm not, I don't feel deserving of anything, but god damn it, I love you all, which is of course why we're here. Why hello there, I didn't see you there in this end slate. I just turned my head and you were there. It would be a shame if I were to thank you right now. First off, actually, I would like to thank That's Midnight, who became a Patreon the day the last video went up. So I didn't get a chance to thank them in that Patreon, and I felt bad. So thank you, That's Midnight. And also thank you, Deshaun Lewis. Thank you, Maji. Thank you, Kiki Erzabet. Thank you, Chandler Parrish. Thank you, McKella. Thank you, Rage Magic Carp. Thank you, Rabbit. Thank you, Skinny720. Young Silver Decade Best Common Rider. I can't argue with that. It's only 31 episodes. They did that original ending dirty, though. Wow. Oh, God. Thank you, Bradley Harder and Klodek. And whoops, I almost lost my place. Thank you. Come watch my Twitch streams. I mean, it'd be nice. You don't have to, but thank you. Thank you, Fernando Silva. Glad Goku, who's no longer sad. Again, that's character progression right there. Hey, it's Brad. Lily Starflame. Michael Holder II. Nolan Billings. Cedars PhD, Static Peaches, The Epimen, Uke, Orderly Chaos, which is my favorite kind of chaos. It's nice. It's in a nice line. Thank you, Purin, a pickle, a pickle. I don't know. Every time that gets me. Thank you, Anal Bag, Andrew Silverman, and Evil Ghost. All month. The ghosts, they're evil. I wish a good ghost would show up, but there's no such thing. Casper, bull. I don't believe him for a second. He's evil. Thank you, Angel Bane, though, and Anthony Saucedo. Did I say that right? Saucedo. I could be wrong. I feel like I'm closer to being right than wrong, but let me know, and I'll work on it. Thank you, though. Thank you, Astro Antonio. Butter pecan scotch. What? I think about pastries when I read that name. Thank you. Thank you, Captain Loser, Derek Chapman, Dez, a.k.a. Is That So, Dylan Swenson, Efrey684, Fading Novelty Mug, Joe Mortfolio, John Mayer, the weatherman, Joseph Almodovar, Kami Moon, Keitaro, Lenny Barks, Link the Eighth, Mythical Munchkin, that's a good name, Nikki Layman, Ninja Star Compass, a ninja's form just debuted in Kamen Rider Geats recently. Just throwing that out there. Not that I do. Thank you, Orfano the Adoptable. Oh, adopt! Do it! Thank you, Painful Choice. Thank you, Quack. You're no quack, you're nice. Thank you, Radar. You're all nice. Thank you, River Casey, Arpie Spies, Saren Salmon, Colerain, oh, Jesus, what the hell? Colerain. There's something wrong with my brain that I might tell you guys about at some point. It involves onset Parkinson's. But Scarlet Robin, thank you. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Scott Labar, Sean Cartar, Shillick, Sir Doodles a lot. It's a good hobby. Slickster, Max Taska, SMK, whoop, I lost my place. Snooper, Softshell, the Class-Changing Taco, Storm Strider and the Storm Strider household, the Wheels on the Bus Go Die, the Club Rocker, the R9 and RE4, Tim Klomp, Thing Makes Noise in Front of Me and in the mic. Oh, that's great. Thanks. I love you. Thank you, Trevor Marquez. Thank you, Vispire. Thank you, Zachary Alexander, Ludwig, Finn, the Human, John Paul Hoare. Hey, quiet down. I'm doing something here. It's for Halloween. Well, I mean, the week before. You get it. Thank you, Ragnar the Green, for running the Discord because I'm too afraid. And thank you, everyone who supports me on Patreon. Also, there's some people who are members on YouTube. God damn, this is loud. I'm sorry. There's a dying fan over here. Excuse it. I have to start thanking them as well. I believe I have 4 members. Shadow might be one of them. But, yeah, I wonder how long this went. Probably, yeah, 6 minutes. Okay, someone's going to be mad at me. So, see you next weekend for Halloween. This is a noise. And I'll see you next time on Enslay. Thank you all for supporting. I love you all. Hearts, noises, fan, ninjas.